Merry Christmas. So for today's video, I wanted to just do a fun little these are the books I got for Christmas video. I'm trying to be a little festive because I've got a few little festive clothing things like that. But yeah, let's just hop right into it. This year I got kind of an eclectic mix of books, and I didn't technically specifically ask for any of these titles, so it's gonna be a fun adventure to get through all of them. But first off, we've got inspirations, women's voices, poetry, and letters. I'm not really sure who the women are that are featured in it because it doesn't list like their names in the table of contents. But we all know I love poetry, so a cute little poetry book and some inspirational letters sounds very nice and very fun. So that's the first one that I've got. Next up, I got this from one of my other writer friends, and this is Christmas with Louise May Alcott. It's apparently a couple short stories that she wrote. I'm not positive if I've actually ever finished a Louise May Alcott book. I know my family had Little Women when I was a kid, but I don't recall if I read it and or finished it. But since this is just a short little thing, and I also really like short stories, I think this will be a fun little read to get into too. Next up, we have Angels in Every Storm. This one is a little Christmas story. It involves angels and things. I don't entirely know what it is. I actually got this one in one of the neighbor gifts that one of my neighbors brought to me. It came with a little thing of like candy and stuff too, and then they just had this. So I'm guessing it's another little sort of inspirational book as well. But again, pretty short, so hopefully it'll be a fun one. And if nothing else, just based on these few things so far, I'll have some fun things to read for next Christmas season. That'll be short little bites and hopefully not a ton to have to get into and enjoy and finish and all that. Next up, we have a psalm for the wild built. This I got from my dear friend Carmen. We always exchange a favorite book that we read during the year, and this is the one that she sent for me this year. I've already started it. I'm not very far into it because it is a sci-fi and I don't do as well with sci-fis, but I really like the concept. So far there's a robot in it who wants to go out and work in like the wilderness instead of in like an urban setting, so I'm intrigued with where it goes. I just haven't gotten very far into it because of the kind of sci-fi nature, and that's just not the first thing to draw me. But I think it'll be good. This was actually one of the books that was nominated this year in sci-fi on the Goodreads Choice Awards. So I think that means it's probably a pretty good one, and I just need to buck up and get over my issues with sci-fi and finish it. Then next up, we have Angels Watching Over You. This, I think, is going to be another kind of inspirational one. Some true stories based on the description on the back. These are based around the, I believe, the LDS Church, which is what I belong to. Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That one. So I think this will be a nice inspirational little read too. This one came in one of my stockings this year, so just another fun little read that'll hopefully be of interest to pick up and just have some nice inspirational stories sometime when I need some cozy stories. And then the final thing I got is The Bone Shard Daughter. This is not one that I've heard of, but it's apparently from 2020. It's a fantasy story that involves bone shard magic, and so I'm intrigued. It looks like it might be a little bit of a hefty read. It does have a little blurb thing from Sarah J. Maas on it, so probably in like that YA fantasy kind of setting that is very popular right now. So we'll see when I get to it, but I am intrigued by it, and it should be fun too. But yeah, that's my brief little holiday book haul for Christmas. Not very many books this year, especially compared to other people probably, but I didn't ask for a ton of books, and none of these were like specific titles I'd even asked for, so I think it'll be fun to see just based on reading these, what people think of my reading taste. But if you have any fun books you got for Christmas and want to share down below, or if you have read any of these and want to tell me your thoughts on them, feel free to share down below. Just wanted to give you this quick little happy holidays video. If you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope it's been a nice holiday season for whatever you happen to celebrate. And that's all I've got for now. This is the Moonlit Harper signing out.